Iggy Azalea, if you don't know who this woman is, she is a former Australian rapper and songwriter. And I say former because her last album was released, I think, back in 2020 or 2021 now. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but it was a few years ago. And since then, she has taken a hiatus from her singing career as she has become one of the #1 stars on OnlyFans. Would you call it a star? Would you call it, yeah, I guess you could say one of the models. Let's put it there. She's one of the top models on OnlyFans. I don't know how much money she earns on there. Maybe while I'm editing this video, I'll put up like a little of how much she earns per year. But I know that it's a fuckload. This woman earns a lot of money on OnlyFans. It's absolutely ridiculous. But she also does some kick streaming here and there as well. And just recently, she was doing a stream on Kick where she was doing some gambling stream. I mean, that's just the average stream that there is on Kick. And she decided to talk about some stories that she had back with Kanye West in 2012. Because during that time, she was looking for a record label. Her first studio album, like her first official studio album, came out in 2014. So probably around that time, she was like in talks with some studios and some record labels about, you know, who she's going to sign to and all that kind of stuff. And one of them was with Kanye West. And the story that she gives, honestly, is one of the most wildest record label business meetings anyone could ever have in their entire life.
By the time it gets to the end, I don't really know what to say because there's been so much pornography in it. It's just kind of weird. Like, I just met this guy like 5 minutes ago and I'm supposed to be in a business meeting, so super weird. And I'd been in a lot of label meetings at that time and they're all professional, so this was just weird to me. And I really looked up to Kanye, so it threw me off. I didn't know what to say, so I was like, oh, that's interesting to think that somebody that I really look up to like looks at my pictures every morning for inspiration. That's kind of cool. He was like, yeah, I jack off to them. Weird. Don't know what to say. Weird. He was like, but you've got a boyfriend, right? Okay, he didn't say it in that voice. I'm like, yes, I have a boyfriend. He was like, how big is his dick? Not kidding you. My face must have been like, the fuck? He's like, you don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me. I know it's big. Bruh. Why are you asking about other men's dicks? Weird of you. He was like, I know it is. You gotta let your boyfriend fuck as many different girls as he can, because if you've got a big dick, then it's his God-given right to fuck as many women.
Not only was it that clip as well that's been making its ways around, but there's also this clip too, where she begins to talk about how Kanye had some business ventures that he wanted to go into as well.
Then he starts playing pornography and telling me about how he's going to make this, this is all in 2012, by the way, while I'm 22. Starts talking about how he's going to make a high-end porn company and he's going to call it Donda. I'm like, well, that's weird because it's after your mom, obviously. So it's kind of weird that you, like, want to make a pornography company named after your dead mother. Kind of weird. And then starts telling me about how he's going to, like, make Toyotas, but he's going to make them look like Ferraris, and he's going to make, like, Ferrari-looking cheap Toyotas or something, and goes off on this weird tangent about his car manufacturing fantasies he has for himself. Then he tells me that, do I want to be in the video, and that I should have worn...
You might only know Donda as one of his albums from recent times, right? Which is I would say that there's some decent songs off there, but it's, you know, it's still a shell of what Kanye West used to be. I mean, it ain't as bad as, like, you know, Vultures 2 is, or even Vultures 1. But, you know, Donda to me is still like an incomplete album. It really felt like that to me. But Donda is also the name of his dead mother. So the fact that he wanted to name a, you know, adult movie studio after her is very fucking wild to me. Now, one thing about these clips, right, is that if Iggy had come out with these stories over 10 years ago, no one would believe her. Everyone would say that she's lying, that she's talking out of her ass, and me too, because I don't know how to word it anymore. If I'm not a Ye fan, all right, because that's who he is now. It's now Ye. It's no longer Kanye. When it comes to the music over the years, you know, like right here, I've got a CD collection from back in the day down here that you can't see, and I have a lot of Kanye's like older CDs. I loved Kanye's music. I mean, I still listen to his old stuff here and there. And if you had told me this, even 5 years ago, if you had told me this, I would say she's talking out of her ass, right? But now, the fact that with all the stuff that Kanye has done over the last few years, with all the shit that he talks about on Twitter, this man just wilds out every single fucking day, is absolutely insane. And I mean, speaking of Ye himself and wilding out on Twitter, let's see if he's given any updates. So what do we got here? Oh, he's posted a video. Kanye West has actually posted a video on his Twitter. So let's have a little gander of what he's talking about.
Yo, this whole time I've been tweeting for the past 5 weeks. I've just been expressing myself, and now, like, you know.
He says he's been expressing himself recently. That's great to hear. Well, Yee, what have you been posting on Twitter that's been so called expressing yourself? Headquarters with swastikas that. Why? What the fuck? I mean, come on. Well, apparently there's also some leaked footage or some released footage that Ye has released recently of some new music, like a little snippet. I seen Aiden Ross react to it as well. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's actually pretty decent. Let's have a listen to this little snippet of Kanye's music.
They telling me that I'm a bully. I'm anti-Semitic fully. They saying I'm acting like Hitler, but how am I acting like Hitler when I'm a fucking nigger?
Oh my god!
They telling me get off of Twitter.
Dude! No, chat. Dude! What the fuck was that?
Yep. Yep. I mean, I never thought that a black man saying the N-word could sound racist, but somehow it does. It actually does. I mean, this is why. This kind of behavior that Kanye has been doing over the last couple of years, especially over the last year, ever since this man has been wilding out on Twitter in the last like 6 months, the fact that Iggy Azalea has come out and said this about her business meeting that she had with Kanye back in 2012, I'm not surprised by this. Not one part of me is surprised. Not one bit whatsoever. I believe her. I 100% believe her. And you can tell that she's like, you know, when you can kind of like sense if someone's bullshitting, you know, they're putting it on. Just to me, the calm demeanor that she has and the way that she's explaining this story, she's just like, yeah, this wild thing happened with Kanye West, but I mean, it's Kanye. Are you even surprised? No, Iggy, I'm not surprised. It's like, if she had said this story about anyone else besides Diddy, I mean, if she had said this story about Diddy, I would have believed that as well. But she could have come out and said, I don't know, that she had a label meeting with Dr. Dre, and she said this exact same thing. He said to Kanye it was Dre, and I'd be like, all right, this is bullcrap. She's talking about her ass. I don't believe this. Show me some evidence first. But you know what? I don't need no evidence. You know what evidence we have? Kanye himself. All you need to do, look through the backlog of his Twitter. That's the evidence. That's all we need. That's it. That's all it is. I'm just, we can no longer say that he made graduation. It's no longer an excuse. I can't say that. But the man made college drop. Nah. It's over. Chat. It's over, guys. It is. We're never getting anything good from Ye ever again. Oh my god, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think that's gonna be it. I'll definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. This is wild. This is insane. And 100% believable. But that's gonna be it from me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.